Hello guys, I'm going to show you how to create the parallax effect. It's simple. It looks like this. So the background image does not scroll, but this segments here scroll. uh, so it creates sort of like a parallax effect, as you can see. So this is what we'll be doing. I have my own image here. I'll be using my own pictures. You can use whichever pictures you like. I won't be posting up my pictures on GitHub. You can just check that out by yourself. So I'll post this up on GitHub. uh, Check out my username. It's this is what you need to remember: github.com/iTony. That's it. So you can find it. Maybe I'll set it up on parallax effect. Parallax effect .git. Clone that and you'll have this, exactly this. You might even have my own images. So I think we should start up. So on the index file, so on the parallax folder, I have my images here, 1 and 2, and then I have an empty index.html and an empty CSS file. So create that, and then let's start filling up the index with data. So let's create the HTML tags. This first line of code here was just to specify the doc type. So the second one is the actual HTML tags. Let's create a head. I'll be guessing you already know HTML, so I won't be explaining everything I'm doing. So let's create a title called parallax and add some meta information. So we set the width, the device width. That's it. Then we need to include our style sheet. We'll do that using a link, which is style sheet, and the href style.css. That's it. So in our body, we're going to create a 3 black divs, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 sections with the parallax effect. So let's just add a div. I'm not going to give them any classes, and we need a title, and a paragraph. This so that's it. Copy this 3 times. 1, 2. That's it. In the middle of the divs, let's create our sections, and each section will have its own ID. First one will be first, 1 will be 1, and then we'll have a title inside, and then we'll have my name as the title. Oh, no, it's not the title or such, sorry, the H1 title, the heading. Inside the paragraph, I'm going to copy this, add it there, and then we're going to create another section, which will be the second section right here in the middle of these two. paste that in, change the ID to 2, and I'm going to copy what's on ID 2. I don't feel like typing. Copy that, paste it here. There you go. There you go. So now we would like to see what we've actually made. If you're comfortable using Node, you may want to install Node if you don't have it, but then you can also use XAMPP. So all you have to do is you put your files in the HTC docs, of which I think you already know how to do that, and then you're going to serve your pages. What I'm going to use here is Node, and you find Node at this link, https nodejs.org. So once you're done installing it, just install the install Node. They have instructions for either Linux, Mac, and Windows. For Windows, it's an installer. After you're done installing, close every command prompt window, then reopen it, and then just type node version, and it will show you the version that you've installed. For me, it's 2017. I've installed Node 7. So you can even check the npm version, which is the Node package manager, and it will show you the version. So to install packages using npm, for instance, I want to install HTTP server. All I have to do is npm install the package name, which is HTTP server. Now you may use anything you like. You can use, I think there's a light server. There are other kinds of server kind of packages out there that serve static pages. You can install that, whichever you like to use. We use the G flag here to install it globally, so that you can use HTTP server from any folder. But if you don't add the G flag, it will install HTTP server on that specific folder. Then you won't be able to access HTTP server from any other point except when you're in that folder. So you need to add this G flag. Once you're done with that, go to the folder where you've written your code. So mine is on D. Then you're going to cd code parallax. There you go. And if I check my files, they're there. So all I have to do now is it's just type in HTTP server, and it will run from wherever. There you go. So it's on port 8080. Now another thing you need to know when you're refreshing your pages, like for instance, if I refresh this, I don't think it will change, but we're actually serving our pages right here. Why isn't it changing? Why does it show the parallax effect and we've not yet created anything in CSS? If you check our CSS, it's empty. So this is the example that I did right before I did this video. So if you launch the element inspector, if you don't launch the element inspector, every time you refresh a page, CSS files get cached into the browser memory, so that it doesn't have to actually reload the style sheets, therefore saving time, saving a lot of speed. So you need to have the element inspector on for it to actually refresh your CSS files each time you make any change, even the slightest amount, the slightest bit of change. So that's something to actually remember. If I refresh, if I open the element inspector and then refresh it, let's just go to the local host. As you can see now, it shows it shows what we've actually made. Now if you look here, if you still refresh it, it will still be the same because the CSS file has already been cached. So let's create our CSS file. So the body. So first of all, let's change the font family. And then I want to remove the padding, the margin of the body. And also for the div elements, I want to have a specific height of around 400 pixels. Okay, and then I also want them to have no margin, and the padding I can set that to 20 pixels, and then the background color, I want this dull gray something here, and the color will be set to white. And let's see what we've actually done. As you can see, the title has the padding and all that. It looks a little bit nicer. So let me stretch this down so that you can see the page well. The three sections and then the middle ones don't have images. This ones don't have. This is where we're supposed to add our image. Ooh, virus protection out of date. I will update you. Stop. Now let's specify the parallax now. Oops, sorry about that. So we have 1 and 2. So this is what it all boils down to. All these styles we've been doing, it's all useless. So this is what's important right now. Putting the actual image as the background. Let's just set the background of the first one and set a URL, and then the background will be fixed. And that's it. That's it. This is all you need to know. So once you've learned this, that's just it. Copy that, paste it down here, and then add the URLs to your actual pages. Images. My first one is called one.jpg, and the second one is on images 2.jpg. Now, since I don't want them to look ugly, first let's just do some styling on the section. So you can refresh yours and see what it looks like. I'm sure it's ugly. So let's set the height. I'll set my height to 500 pixels for every section, both sections that is. And then I want to set the padding to 20 pixels. That's an invalid property. 20. What else? I want to set the color to white for all elements inside. So what I can do here is a section and then point to all. So this means that all elements inside, select all elements inside the section, and then these are the styles to apply. The color will be white, and then I would like the text align to be center, and also I would like the font size to increase by 2 times 2en. That's it. So if we refresh our page, we've done it, I believe. Yep, there we go. Let's just close up this. As you can see, it does not scroll. It looks actually nice. So there are a bunch of configurations you can do. You can make the images, the background, to scroll slower than the actual page. You can do that using JavaScript. You can also make the background repeat itself, either horizontally, vertically. If for instance your image is small, if it just covers around something this size, you can repeat that all over the place and then fix them, all of them, at the positions that they're in. You can set them anyhow you want. All you need to know is just that background properties, and that's it. That's all you need to know. If you need if you need to be shown how to add anything else, if you need this modified, just hit up my comment section, also my email, Twitter handle, everything. Just holler at me, and I'm sure I'll help you out in any way possible. Other than HTML, I also do tutorials on Node.js. SQL, C Sharp, Unity, and I haven't started up on Unity yet, but you can get all kinds of various codes from this channel. Just subscribe to it and you'll get them as I either make them or publish them. Some of them I have them, but I haven't published them yet. So thank you for watching. I hope this helped you out a lot.